So I failed at trading until I understood these 10 things that I'm about to show you. These 10 points helped transform and create the trader that I am today, and they could help you. Some of these things you might click just based into your trading and might help you shape the mindset you are trading with right now, or could just give you some insight into how you could better your trading. These are genuine points that helped me. Every single point helped me as a trader, and so I want to share you all those points and pretty much all the ideas and the value. And most of the stuff isn't taught on YouTube or isn't shown, and I'm going to show you pretty much all in one take, completely raw, uncut video. So I failed at trading until I understood this: focusing on base hits. This was probably not arguably, this was the biggest aha moment. This was the missing piece in my trading. Focusing on base hits. I was a greedy trader. I was an over trader. And again, when I was mainly trading with prop firms. I didn't have a lot of capital with my personal account. So I looked for, futures prop firms to, give me that sort of income or that replace my full-time job. And I was targeting 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5 risk rewards, really just absurd risk to reward trades. And as a futures trader with these minimum trading days that most firms require, I wanted to place a trade every single day. And the strategy I have did not present that opportunity for a trade every single day. The trading strategy I have now and trade with live on stream does. Obviously, I can take a trade every single day, and that's probably a guarantee as long as it's not like a bank holiday or some red folder news event, right? But I can obviously, the way I trade now, it resonates with my personality, which is just great. I was focusing on super high risk to rewards. And when you trade with a high risk to reward, you're trading with a lower win rate. When you're trading with low risk to rewards, you're trading with a higher win rate. And that's what I liked. And that's what prop firms look for. And again, focusing on these base hits, 1 to 1, 1 to 2 risk to rewards, you're going to have a higher win rate, like I said, and you're really just going to achieve what you need to achieve with prop firms. You don't need to be going for $1,000 days, $2,000 days, 1 to 5, 1 to 6 risk to rewards, because those high risk to reward trades aren't going to present themselves every single day. And so you're going to force them. Monday, you might have a 1 to 6. Tuesday, you might not have that opportunity. You might be up 4R in floating an unrealized P&L, and you get stopped at break even, or you take a full loss because you're trying to hold to that 1 to 6 being greedy. So then you start to overtrade because oh cool, I can lose the next 6 or something and I'll be back break even. So then you overtrade, and it's just a big spiral. I was focusing on super high risk to rewards because I was in that mindset. Number 2 is controlling the controllable. This is probably very important. I know a lot of people will tell you, why would you take a trade if you're not willing to accept the risk, blah, blah, blah. Like when we're taking trades, especially when I'm taking trades, right, I'm looking to control the controllable. What that means is being able to scale out of positions when it's into profit, moving stop loss to break even when it's in profit, not giving back, profit. Because you could be up, let's say you're risking $250 on a trade, you could be up $500, but because your greed kicks in, you want more and more and more, you could lose that entire thing, be stopped out break even, or you could be a full loss, and you just lost the potential to secure $500. And that's not an easy thing to do in the market. It's not. So being able to control the controllable is just managing your position. Break even, scale out half, right? Trail your stop loss. It doesn't matter. Just control the controllable. You pretty much just want to cut risk off every single trade. Even though I'm focusing on 1 to 1, 1 to 2 risk to rewards, I'm still looking to control the controllable. That was one of the things that helped me keep a super high win rate. I'm going to have trades that hit those 1 to 1, 1 to 2s, and even 1 to 3, 1 to 4s. They can go for high risk rewards, but I'm trailing risk and I'm securing profit, or I'm break even, I'm scaling out positions. I'm controlling the controllable and not giving back potential profits. Number 3, focusing on what prop firms want/look for, not what I want. What I want is to hit $2,000, $3,000 trades and get an instant payout and all this stuff. I just want to be loaded based off one trade. That's not what prop firms look for. Prop firms look for consistently profitable traders. So again, you have to think relative what is going to be consistent. High risk to reward trades or low risk to reward trades. Low risk to reward trades is going to be a higher win rate. High risk to reward trades are going to be a lower win rate. So again, consistently profitable. Wouldn't you want to have a higher win rate and still be able to find that one system consistently, being a 1-to-1, 1-to-2 every single day, that's exactly what prop firms look for. That is how you basically just beat the prop firm system. And if you're not sure on how I beat the prop firm system, if you go and watch my last video, I kind of break it down exactly how I do it every single day or every single month. Number 4, gathering data. This will shape you as a trader. Right here, if you're a person that does not gather data, whether you don't journal your trades, you don't screenshot them at least, or you don't break them down after a trade, like you don't write it down on the TradingView platform or anything like that and take a screenshot. All right, obviously gathering data is going to just shape you as a trader. You may not look back at it. Think about it. You may not look back at this data. In a month's time, you may not look back at your journal. You're probably like, this doesn't make sense. I'm never going to look at this. That's not the point. The point is in real time, you're breaking down why you took a trade and analyzing why you took that trade. That will ultimately just rest in your brain. You're basically writing it out as a memory, right? You're going to basically create a habit of the things you shouldn't be doing and the things you should be doing. When you take a win and you journal your trade, you're going to notice that you're going to have a very nice written out journal based on that trade. When you take a loss, you're going to just have a list of things that are completely negative that you don't do. And you're going to remember the difference. You don't have to flick back. And I don't expect you to flick back. But writing them out in real time is going to create a memory and develop habits for your next trading day or your next trade. Doing them, I used to do it at the end of the trading session. Now I do it after every single trade I take. This gives me time to reset before I take my next trade. All right, and obviously I'm not ready to click the button again and start over trading or start over leveraging or do stupid stuff. Right, I'm gathering data and I'm doing it in real time. On stream, I'm doing it on stream. As I'm live streaming the charts, I'm answering questions, I'm reading price action, I'm journaling my trades of the trade we just took. Right, so that's very, very important. You need to journal your trades. It's obviously how you're going to build your system, know your win rate, because obviously strategies, you can have a 80% strategy, but you're not going to trade with an 80% strategy. You have to trade as an 80% strategy. All right. Number 5 is having a mentor. This is probably arguably the best thing. Having a mentor is going to just completely give you the guidance that you need, right? Whether it's myself or whether it's, other traders out there, right? Having a mentor, someone to look over your shoulder, give you the resources for you to succeed in a short period of time. I've been trading for 3 years, 2.5 of those, I was extremely unprofitable. I didn't start seeing profits till last year, 2024, around August. I was still a little bit inconsistent. Around November, I quit my full-time job. I went all in on trading. I was very consistent up at that point. I started to learn and develop good skills, good approaches, nice strategy. And, pretty much February, I moved into my own home and here we are, built a community of over 100 premium students right now. And I'm mentoring all those people because those people look to me as a mentor. And that's the most important thing. You're taking the whole duration of what people tell you. It's going to take years and years for you to be a profitable trader. That is not how this has to work. If you have a mentor, a profitable mentor, one that has a track record, one that knows how to trade, one that's legit and just not after you for your money or your course money, and actually genuinely helps you, gives you the value and the resources you need to succeed, that is very important. Right here, all right, this is my Discord. This is Capital Complex. This is my brand. You can see premium. We only have 355 members in the Discord, but we have now over 100 people, right? Over 100 people inside of our premium community. You can see we got a ton of student wins from last week's trading session. Look at all these people right here. Let me go to the chat room. Look at all these people. These are all premium right here, right? All of us are absolutely eating the market live on stream every single day. And you can genuinely join us if you want to find, a group that, actually knows how to trade, supports each other. We all support each other. All right, trades live on stream every single day. I show my execution so you can basically follow along and learn in real time. I have all the resources pretty much that you need to learn my strategy and just other things of nature about the trading space in general, psychology, risk management, prop firm, risk outlines and all that sort of stuff, right? Then obviously you just click the first link down in the description. You don't have to, but if you want to actually just take that trading journey to the next level, you want to start making it, within 30, 60 days, that's pretty much where you need to go. Number 6, choosing a strategy that resonates with my personality. I was trading a strategy that didn't resonate with my personality. the style, the system behind it, I didn't like. Okay, I didn't like everything that basically it just didn't suit me. Right, I would place a trade and I'd still feel uncomfortable. Even if it was a winning trade, I still felt uncomfortable to place that trade, or I still felt like I was trading with the idea that I had no idea what I was doing. Even though I knew what I was doing, I've been trading for like 7 months, I still had like no idea what I was doing or what to expect at outcome. And when I pretty much shifted over to the strategy I trade now, it just completely changed. Everything changed. I felt so much more comfortable placing positions, letting them run, not even having to just sit over my mouse ready to press the exit button just because I was so scared it was going to reverse, prematurely moving break evens. It's just, you have to find a strategy that resonates with you. And if you want a strategy that obviously resonates, or you want to check out the strategy I use and maybe it resonates with you before you even join the premium community or capital complex, check out my other YouTube videos, because I basically just give you the strategy I use in general. Number 7, creating an approach based around my strategy. Now, what I mean about creating an approach, I mean creating an approach to making money. How are you going to make your money? Is it personal accounts, prop firms, whatever it's going to be? For me, it was futures prop firms. Specifically, I didn't have the funds to have a large personal account with some of the goals I wanted to hit. So I basically created an approach around my strategy, which I give out inside of my premium community. But the approach I give based around my strategies, how to rinse these prop firms, right? Which I go over again in my last YouTube videos as well, using my strategy, focusing on base hits, controlling the controllable, targeting what prop firms look for, getting data collection, improving literally every single day. Having a mentor. Obviously, I don't have the mentor. I am the mentor. But those other students or other traders inside the Capital Complex Premium community follow the same sort of principles. They just don't realize it. And then they've obviously chosen a strategy that resonates with them. That's why they're in the premium community. And now they're understanding the approach they need to making money. It's not just, I'm not going to tell you to go buy a 50K funded account and go trade it until you pass it and get a payout. That's not the approach I'm talking about. The approach is breaking down the prop firm's needs, the minimum trading days, the daily loss limits, the total max drawdowns, the maximum payouts, the minimum payouts, and working out a system based around my strategy and implementing that into a prop firm. So number 8, lose excitement of trading. It's hit and miss for some people, but I was very excited to place a trade. I was very excited. I would basically have like sleepless nights because I was so excited to trade and place a trade. And that excitement actually led to impatientness over trading. I was thinking, I wasn't just able to sit there and watch the chart, and I just felt like I had to press buy or sell. And that right there is just not good. You need to sort of lose that excitement for trading. You need to be like, now I got to trade. Now I got to do this. Or now I got to jump on the charts, or now I got to look at the charts. You got to have a little bit of excitement, but don't always want to place a trade. Lose that excitement, that initial excitement, that dopamine you get when you press buy or sell. That's kind of going to help you get away from the money aspect of things. Number 9 is trading with a friend. This is really good. Trading with a friend is, it's arguable about, pretty much people argue about it all the time in the trading space. Don't do it. Do this because you're going to be competitive. I like the competitiveness, right? When you're trading with a friend and you're trading with someone and they're rinsing the markets and you're still struggling to rinse the markets, don't find jealousy. Ask them. I had my very first student of mine before I even started any of my Capital Complex or YouTube or anything like that, right? He looked at me as his, like, we were trading as friends and I was teaching him and I was rinsing the market and he wasn't at the time. But instead of being jealous, he looked at me like, whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And he just improved. And now he's making like 15, 20K a week, maybe a month, but he's rinsing. And that's the point. When you trade with a friend, it's the competitiveness that gets you better every single day. You just don't know it, right? Don't be jealous. That's the wrong thing to do. If you're jealous of another trading friend, you need to not trade with that friend. You just need to tell them, hey, look, sorry, your results right now are just, putting off my trading or something like that. That you just need to basically disassociate with yourself with that friend. I know it sucks, but that's what you need to do. But if you trade with a friend and you have that competitiveness, you're going to create better traders out of yourselves. Number 10, and lastly, trading is a get-rich-quick scheme if you stop listening to the wrong people. All right. I was always told that, trading isn't a get rich quick scheme. And, that's what 90% of people actually tell you on YouTube is, oh, it's not a get rich quick scheme, or even big traders. It is. It really is. We have so much resources to give us that get rich quick scheme, right? We can create approaches with correct strategies, correct mentors, and just everything that I showed you right here is going to help you as a trader. And again, trading is a get rich quick scheme. You just need to put the right approach and the right mindset and have the right system in order to, utilize what prop firms are giving you, right? Trading is a get rich quick scheme because you can get rich in like 30 to 60 days. And by rich, I mean richer than you are now, $5,000, $10,000 richer, 15, 20K. Like, you can do this from prop firms, and it's so realistic. It's not even funny. Most of the people that tell you that trading isn't a get rich quick scheme either have a strategy that takes forever to even get rich, or has a course they want to sell you primarily. Like, yes, I have a premium community, but I'm not looking to sell you on that. Like, specifically, you don't have to buy my shit. But again, trading is a get rich quick scheme. You just need the right mentor, find a strategy that resonates with you, right? Create the right approach based around that strategy. Trade with it. Obviously, find everything else. I've developed the correct approach and strategy for trading, and it's made me very successful. And again, I've been trading for 2.5 years, unprofitable. And then, last 6 months of my trading, last 7 months now of my trading, straight profitability. It's great because I went from complete inconsistency to about 30 days later, consistently. Like, it was just inconsistency to consistency in a 30-day short down period, changing strategies in 30 days because I changed the approach, my mindset, the strategy resonated with me. I was comfortable, I was gathering data, and I was just getting better every single day. In 30 days, I just completely shifted everything I was doing, and then I found something. And then I was like, boom, in 30 days, I did it in 30 days. That's a get rich quick scheme, in my opinion. And if you stop listening to the wrong people, like the big YouTubers that are trying to sell you on everything, if you just follow the right systematic approach, and this can be arguable. A lot of people are going to disagree with me on this, and I probably, you shouldn't be telling people to get rich quick scheme. That's because you just suck in general, and that's the reality. You're just doing things the wrong way, and this is the get rich quick scheme that pretty much trading is. It's one of the easiest ways to make money in any sort of business aspects, because you just have so much resources that are there to help you and make 10, 20K a month. You just don't realize it. So those are the 10 points, all right, why I failed at trading until I understood these 10 things. If you got any value from this video, like the video, subscribe for more education, or go check out my other videos, and hopefully you can learn something from them too. And again, if you have any sort of other point that you want to add for other traders to read, leave a comment down below. If you want to obviously implement that, or if any of these gave you value and insight into your trading, and hopefully they can shift sort of your mindset, then leave a comment of which one, which point, which number changed your mindset or helped you or gave value to you.